What is up, boys? What do you guys think about the new lighting? This is, look how clear this is. I'm on a new phone as well, so I got an upgrade with my like SIM provider, EE. So yeah, new phone, better quality. We got the lights. Look at this. I'm in 4K right now. This is beautiful. But yeah, let's get right into the video. Your mind is so powerful, and you've got to understand that every single thing in the world right now is just directed by your mind. Everything you're perceiving, you're feeling, it's all from your mind. And it's so powerful because if you can't control it, then it will direct your whole life. And you've got to understand one thing: you are not your body, you are not your mind, you are your soul. You're your soul, because you're not your mind. You control your mind. You aren't your mind. So when you can influence or control it, you'll realize how easy life becomes. Because a lot of people don't have control over themselves, and it's crazy. They'll be like, oh, I want to do this, but I don't have enough confidence. Or I need to start going to the gym more. Then go to the gym. If you have literal control over your life. Every single thing in your life is in your control, besides some miscellaneous crazy stuff that can happen. But that's majority of things is your responsibility and in your control. So you have that control over your mind, so why not use it? It's such a powerful tool. If you actually controlled your mind instead of lying to yourself. And a lot of guys they'll do a decent amount of work, but they'll lie to themselves. They'll lie to their own person about if that they're doing enough when they're not doing enough. And deep down, you know inside you're not doing enough, and that's why you lie to yourself. It's cope. If one term to put it, it's cope. And if you your mind is all in your control. A lot of people, and something I discovered this week, you're suffering from false realities. It's all made up. All the things you're suffering from in your mind is made up, bro. It's literally all in your mind. I'll be thinking, oh, what if this doesn't work out? Or what if they say this and this don't say that? Nothing's happened. And if it does happen, I know I don't need to react to it, because I don't hate anybody. I don't need to argue. But you're suffering from things that haven't even happened, bro. It's all made up. Stop worrying about the future. Stop thinking about the past and just focus on the present. Realistically, with life, it's either fail or prevail. And I've just made that up on the spot, so call me the next philosopher if you will. But fail or prevail, and the tool to be able to prevail is you need to have control over your mind. It's so simple. So take that control. And ways to do this it's a constant battle. And I'm not gonna say I'm not saying you should be, it's you versus you, because it is you and you. You should be self-developing out of love for yourself, and that is a very important thing. A lot of guys get wrong on self-improvement. I have mentioned this in past videos. But it is you versus your weaker self, in a sense. That weaker self inside of you have to destroy. And it sounds violent, it sounds not good, but it's the truth. You have to go get rid of those bad habits. You have to get rid of those limiting beliefs, and you have to break down and rebuild using first principle reasoning, using physical activity like going to the gym. Every time you have to outwork your self-doubt. And that's the name of the game. You have to outwork your self-doubt. And a lot of you guys aren't working hard enough. And that's why, because you don't have control of your mind. So you see how it goes full circle. You literally, one of the reasons why you don't have control over your mind is because you think you don't have control over your mind, because you've been psyoped by society into believing that, oh, we do things out of feeling. We don't do things out of feeling. We're men. We are men. Men do not do things out of feeling. I'm saying, by that, obviously, I'm not being literal. Obviously, enjoyment, having fun with your friends, that's a good time. Not everything needs a return on investment. But what I'm saying is that we don't act out of feeling. We do things, we do what we need to do. It's not what we want to do. We do what we need to do. No one wants to sit at their desk and work 9 hours a day. No one 12 hours a day. No one wants to do that. We do because we need to do it to get where we want to go. So stop thinking out of feeling. Stop attaching emotions to tasks. Because once you stop, look at a task for what it is, not who you are. You've got to actually just Stop doing things for what you want. Stop scrolling because it detaches you from reality. Stop watching porn because it makes you feel good because of lust. It's stupid. Understand the limited belief and destroy it. Stop doing things out of feeling. Because when you stop doing things out of feeling, you literally understand you have full control over your life. You have that discipline. And that discipline is unbreakable. Once you've really built that discipline to a high level, that's unbreakable. Because you can still have the fun times, but you understand what's important. What you always do what needs to be done. If you always do what needs to be done, it's impossible to not win. And again, that's how you control your mind. It's just not acting out of feeling, and also understanding why you do things. Like I was previously mentioning, limiting beliefs. So say let me just go in depth. Say I think, let's say I don't want to talk to a girl. So this is a pure example, but let me say I don't want to go talk to my crush. If I had a crush, say I see a girl I like and I don't want to ask her out because I'm scared. Why am I scared? Because I don't think I'm physically attractive enough to talk to her. Why? Because maybe I haven't had enough female attention when I was younger or in my previous years. Why? Because maybe I was an introvert. Why? Maybe because I had never had enough confidence to talk to people. Why? Because when I was younger, sorry, give me a second, let me think. Okay, yeah. So when I was younger, I didn't have enough attention. So I never gained that vocal, like that conversational confidence with people. So you see what I just did there? Sorry, that took me a minute to think of that last example. So you see what I mean? Like it all comes down to why you believe things. Also, why you act. Think about the way you act. Sorry, a lot of whys and whats. Think about the way you act and think of why you act that way. Break it down and understand yourself. A lot of guys don't understand themselves. You don't understand yourself, you're not gonna be able to control your mind. So yeah, think about why you act that way, why you think that way, why you do what you do. Break it down, and if it's a bad thing, then cut it off, because you'll realize how stupid it is. Imagine not being able to talk to a girl because you didn't get enough attention when you were a kid. That's stupid. Understand? That's such a stupid reason. You are your own person. You are your own individual. You have control over your mind. You do not need validation. You do not need attention from anyone. What you need is to love yourself and actually control your mind. I'm telling you now. Understand every little thing you do. Why do I think, like, okay, let's say, earlier today, I was thinking, like, oh, what if this person, like, says, like, a family member, what if she says this to me, like, an argument or something after, like, before I even went into the room? Why am I even thinking that way? Because I view myself as someone who's argumentative. I'm not an argumentative person because I'm breaking down that limiting belief as we speak. So I'm not an argumentative person, so simple. And then I thought to myself, I don't need to, why do I think that way? Break it down, destroy it there and then. Don't let things slide. Like last night, as I was going to bed, I was struggling to sleep because my sleep schedule's been a bit ruined this weekend because I was like up late on Friday night working. But it's fine, still getting to the money. But yeah, so I was struggling to sleep. So I scrolled on Instagram for like 30 minutes. I was like, what am I doing? I am not this person. I'm not that weaker version of myself. And I let it slide. I shouldn't have let it slide, but I let it slide. So I just struggled to sleep because, yeah, my sleep schedule was ruined. But you can't be doing those things. And I realized I can't be doing those things. Like, for the most part, I act in accordance with my future self, with that version of me who can make that amount of money, that 10K, that elusive 10K a month figure person. But in reality, you can't be letting this stuff slide. You've got to be efficient. And like efficient in your mind, efficient in your actions, efficient in your work, every single thing. So stop. The point of this video is realistic. Really, stop suffering from false realities and understand the power of your mind. You have control, like so much control over your mind. It's unbelievable. You are nothing but raw potential. You have so much going for you, bro. And don't let anybody doubt you. Don't let anybody say anything. It doesn't matter what they say. Because you have control, you understand who you are your own individual. You don't need to be like anybody else. You can have role models, but you don't need to be like anybody else. Do what you want to do and follow your goals. Use your mind as a vehicle. So remember, we are not the body, we are not the mind, we are the soul. You are the soul inside you. So yeah, the point of the video was just like understand that this, you're suffering from not like there's nothing. There's hardship, that's normal. You're meant to experience that hardship. Remember, things don't happen to you, they happen for you. God, I don't know if you believe in God or not, but whoever's watching this, God literally makes things hard for you for a reason. It's trying to teach you a lesson. Turn your losses into lessons. So stop suffering from those false realities. It's all in your mind. You are in control of your mind, so you shouldn't be suffering. Accept your situation. Use it as fuel. Winners, they don't just moan about how hard shit is. They use that to use it even more to get shit done. You have to transmute that energy, that negative energy you're feeling, that negative emotion you're feeling into your purpose, into your goal, into your work. And when you can do that, it's upwards. Because imagine you have this much energy just towards your goal, but then when you use that purpose, that goal, and when you're in a hard situation, when say you're broke and you have to make it happen, you're 10x, like you have 10 times more like energy to get it done, more want, more need. If you get what I'm saying. But bro, it's all in your mind and you have control over that. I'm gonna keep reiterating because I can say it and this advice is helpful, but if you actually have to use it. And it's not just like me sitting here and you just listening and be like, yeah, I agree, oh yeah. Or if you don't agree, then you don't agree. But if you do agree and you're just sitting there like that, but not actually like, honestly, I'd advise taking notes. Because this knowledge I've learned, not saying I've got the biggest mind and knowledge or anything, but the knowledge that I'm giving you, I know it works. It works for me. And you know how I learned it? Through taking notes from other people, from reading, through listening, podcasts, just understanding things. And actually avidly, like, instating them in my life, actually implementing. Because there's one thing of you learning, but you actually have to implement and change. And that's the hardest part. So yeah, boys. Fail or prevail. Pick the option. It's all in your control. So, thanks for listening, boys. I hope this was a great video. I'm going to post this up right now. And yeah, I hope you have a blessed day. Have a blessed life. And remember, do the work.